Hi everyone, I'm Irie and I make crochet clothing. Today I wanted to show you how to make this cute top that can also be worn as a longer dress or tabard, or like a witch outfit like I did for last Halloween. It's a very simple piece, you can make it as a beginner and it will fit every body shape. I've also made a PDF pattern if you like written instruction better. You can download it for free on the link in the description. For materials, I use Katia yarn concept cotton cashmere and I used approximately 500 meters. You will need a small size yarn, 2 or 3, a 3mm crochet hook, scissor, tapestry needle and stitch marker, the basics, measuring tape, and you will also need ribbon or any lacing cord. You can also make that with a yarn chain. For your measurements, you need to know what length you want for your piece, as well as the length of your shoulder from the collarbone to the base of your neck. We will make this cute texture by just alternating single crochet and double crochet. Start by doing the front part. The first row is a slip stitch and chain the length of your shoulder from the little bone like the collarbone to the base of your neck. For me, that was like 16 stitches. This is what the chain looked like. Then you will chain one more and turn. And then you will make a row of just single crochet in your chain. Once you have this row down, the row of single crochet, we will start doing the texture. So you start by a single crochet, then on the next stitch a double crochet, and you will repeat that until the end of the row. It doesn't matter if you end up on a single crochet or a double crochet, your row can be an even number without any problem. So here I am doing single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. This will start creating the texture on the next rows. Just go until the end of your single crochet row with this texture stitch. This is how the first row looks like. Then you chain one turn. Every time you have a single crochet, you will do a double crochet on top, and every time you have a double crochet, you will do a single crochet on top. So if you ended up with a single crochet, you start with a double crochet, and if you ended up with a double crochet, you will start with a single crochet. And you will just repeat this single crochet, double crochet until the end of your second row. Then you can chain one turn, and this is the fourth row we are doing. We have done one row the chain, one row single crochet, and 2 rows already with the texture stitch. On this fourth row, your last stitch will be an increase. You will do one single crochet and one double crochet in the same stitch. If you were going to do a double crochet, then you could do a double crochet and a single crochet. You just have to add one next stitch in the same stitch. This is the first increase. I suggest you mark it with a stitch marker because it's kind of hard to see, and we want to increase every 4 rows, so this will help you to mark with a stitch marker. Then you will do again 4 rows. And at the end of the 4th row, you will be on the same side as your stitch marker and you will do an increase again. This is 2 rows later. I'm on the same side again, but I will not increase here. I will do 2 rows again, and this is after the 4th row. The last stitch on the 4th row, I'm gonna increase. So here I'm making 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet. Then you can chain one turn. I am replacing my stitch marker so I know where is my last increase. And then you will repeat this pattern of 4 rows with the texture stitch, and at the end of the 4th row you will do an increase. So here I am after another 4 rows. I'm making a single crochet and then a double crochet to increase again, and then I'm going to keep doing that until I have my length, until the width of my strap is half the width of what I want for my top. Changing my stitch marker again, and then I will keep doing that. It's going to keep increasing on one side only when you're at the width you want. After your last increase, you will do one last row and then you can cut your yarn. You need that last row to end up on the straight side. You will do a second strap, like exactly the same. And then you can place it with the slanted sides inside, and we will now join the straps to make the top. So on my second strap, I didn't cut the yarn, so I'm going back from the outside of the second strap. I'm gonna make one regular row with a texture stitch. When I'm reaching the end of my row, I want to join with the other one. I will chain one and then just keep doing my stitch on the second strap. So I'm checking if I'm on a single crochet or double crochet. This should be the same one as it was before chaining one. So if I ended up on a single crochet at the end of my row on the first strap, I will start back with a single crochet on my row of the second strap. And it can also be with a double crochet, that doesn't affect the design in any way. So you just continue your row on the second strap, and then you have this row with a chain in the middle. You will chain one, turn as always, start back with a texture stitch, and on the chain in the middle you will do one stitch. For example, if I ended up with a single crochet, then I will do a double crochet in the stitch and then start back with a single crochet, or that could be I end up with a double crochet, I do a single crochet in the stitch and start back with a double crochet. Then you would just continue by making row of the texture stitch until you reach the length you would like. This is just a basic rectangle, no decrease, no increase, just make rows. Okay, so we are done with the front, so we are going to start by making the straps on the back. You want to make sure that you have all of the decrease on the inside, so we will start back at the opposite of where you started your chain. So you have this little thread indicating like the start of your chain. We are starting on the other side. Same method, first row, which was called second row on the front, is just a row of single crochet in your chain. Then you will make 3 rows of single crochet, double crochet, the texture stitch as we did. You want to make sure that you are on the inside. The slanted parts are forming like a diamond. And on this 4th row, so this will be the 4th row because this is 1 single crochet row and then 3 rows of the texture stitch, you will make an increase. Then you will keep making rows with increases every 4 rows until you reach half of the length of the strap you made for the front. After your last increase, you will make 1 more row to end up on the outside. And we will now join the strap to make the back panel. So first step is to count your stitches on the front panel and remove 2 times the number of stitches at the end of your back straps. So you count the number of stitches that you have at the end of your back straps, the number of stitches that you have at the end of your front panel, and you remove this number. That will give you the number of chains that we will need to join and to make it even on the front and back parts. So you start back on your strap, make the texture stitch until the end of your row, and then you will chain the number we just calculated. At the end of your chain, you will just go back to the second strap. So after my chain, I'm just going to do a single crochet or double crochet, depending on what you ended on at the end of your row, and continue the texture stitch until the end of the row of my second strap. Then you are done with this row, so you have a chain connecting the 2 parts. You can start your next row by chaining 1, turning as we always do, and when you get to the chain you will just do 1 stitch in every chain, still doing single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, and then you just keep going on the first strap. You are done with your connecting rows, so you can just continue doing row of the texture stitch until you reach the same length as you had on your front part. Your main piece is done, so we will do the finishing touches, a border to make it look really finished, and then the lacing. We will be starting with the border on the neckline. I'm just doing a row of single crochet all around the neckline, same color as your main piece. Finish it really neatly. You can leave it as it is, but I wanted to make an accent border. So I made on top of this same color border a row of a single crochet, chain 1, a single crochet in the next stitch. You don't skip stitches for this one. Gives a super easy and cute border. Making a border of the same color and then a border of the accent color will give a more clear look. You won't have your stitches going everywhere. Then we'll start the outside border. So for that you will need to mark each side from your waist to the bottom of your pectoral with stitch markers. This is where we are going to do the lacing. You can start your border anywhere, but the thing you have to know is that between your stitch markers you will have to do 4 chain 2 skip 2 stitches. So count your stitches between your stitch marker and you know how many stitches you have to do in between your chain 2 skip 2. For example, I had 24 stitches in between my 2 stitch markers, so divided by 4, that's 6. So I know that I need to do 4 single crochet and then chain 2 skip 2, and this will be done 4 times. So 4 single crochet, chain 2 skip 2, another 4 single crochet, chain 2 skip 2, and I will do that on each side. So you can see here it's creating a little eyelet. When you are done with that, in between your stitch marker you can just go all around your piece. Once you are done with the border you can add a ribbon, a cord, or like yarn chains to use as lacing. I also added little beads at the end of my ribbons because I thought this would be super cute and that prevents the ribbon from getting off my lacing. If you enjoy crocheting your piece, I completely see myself wearing that every day, so that would be a great basic. You can find all of my other videos on my YouTube channel, more crochet content on my Instagram, and all of my patterns on my shops. All of the links are in the description, and I can't wait to see you again next time.